What's up, guys? This is Coach Grant with First Down Training, and today we're going to be talking about some drills that most quarterbacks cannot do. These are drills that are a little bit more on the advanced side of things that will help you with your throwing mechanics, your arm strength, your accuracy, and all facets of the quarterback position. This first drill is going to be called our single leg hop, and the reason why so many quarterbacks struggle with this drill is because they do not have stable ankles. So when they drop back, like essentially in your throwing mechanics, it all starts from the ground up. It all starts from your base, then progresses to your hips, and then progresses to the ball. But if your base is flawed, your hip mechanics are going to be off and your shoulder mechanics are going to be off. So the magic spot that we want to get to is a position called being stacked. You want your head, your knee, and your foot to be stacked on top of each other in a big column, so your weight's nice and back. So when you ultimately take a stride, if you keep your weight back and you keep that foot under you, you could rotate with your hips, which will take pressure off your arm and help you get more velocity and more distance on your throws. So this drill helps quarterbacks get to that position when they have to drop back. This is where QBs struggle. So they'll take a three-step drop, they'll go 1, 2, 3, and because they don't have enough ankle stability or back leg strength, they'll plant and their ankle caves down, knee caves down, and their weight is forward. So when they take a stride, their back foot's outside their frame and they can't use their hips and can't rotate properly with their hips. So this drill strengthens that ankle and strengthens your back leg. So all you are going to be doing is each hop, you have to hold it for 1 second. So you're going to start on just your throwing side foot and we're hopping backwards. You want to do this for about 10 yards. These cones are about 5 yards apart, but 10 yards is generally the best spot to be. So all you're going to do is you're just going to hop and hold it, because if you land too far outside of your frame, you're going to fall and you're not going to be balanced. So it strengthens the exact position we need to get to when I get to the top of a 3-step drop, 5-step drop, or whatever drop that you are taking. So you're just going to hop, 1 Mississippi, hop again, 1 Mississippi, and hold it. So we're going to show you how this should look full speed from a different angle. This is a great drill to work on getting weight to your back leg, improving ankle stability, ankle strength, and leg strength to help you with your throwing mechanics. Now, fellas, before we show you that drill full speed, if you are a quarterback or wide receiver watching this and you would like to train with myself and my staff of coaches this offseason, we are going to be traveling out to 15 different cities across the entire country for 2-day-long QB and wide receiver training camps. So guys, if you would like to sign up to work with myself and my staff of coaches, go to that very first link in the description below of this video. That's where you can get all the information. Our next 3 camps are going to be in San Francisco, California, Orlando, Florida, and Phoenix, Arizona. Now, those 3 camps, you guys, only have about 5 spots left remaining, so those camps will sell out probably by the end of the week. So if you're local to one of those cities and want to come out, make sure you take advantage of the fact that we have open spots. All of our camps will sell out probably 3 months in advance of the start date, simply because we limit spots so we can work with each athlete individually. Like if you're a quarterback and you throw a pass, it's not one of those camps where it's like, hey, good ball, okay, next guy up. It's like if you screw up on something mechanically, whatever it is, we're going to take the time to explain it to you and help you develop, because that's how athletes actually develop. So after our Phoenix camp, then we'll be coming out to Columbia, South Carolina, Seattle, Washington, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Nashville, Tennessee, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Austin, Texas, Atlanta, Georgia, Denver, Colorado, Columbus, Ohio, Boston, Massachusetts, Salt Lake City, Utah, and finishing it off in Los Angeles, California. So guys, want to sign up to attend? Very first link in that description below. Hope we can see you there. Now, this next drill, fellas, is going to be called our hip walk. A lot of people refer to this as like the Dak Prescott dance, if you will, but there are so many quarterbacks that do this incorrectly. So I'm going to show you guys how to do this actually correctly to get the most benefit out of this drill. So obviously the hip walk, everybody's seen it, is where you work your hips and your hips go to fire through before your shoulders do, to work on a concept called dissociation, aka how quarterbacks produce torque. Torque is how you get velocity on your throws, but also at the same time take pressure off your arm. So torque is a lot like how like a baseball player hits a baseball bat and generates power off of this swing, right? If I'm in the batter's box, pitcher throws me a pitch, I take a step to the pitcher, but I still keep the bat back here, hips fire through and the bat swings through. That's considered torque, that like chain reaction of events. That's how quarterbacks want to throw the ball. You take a stride to your target, you keep your weight loaded on your back leg. What do your shoulders do? They go back, you separate with the ball, and then your hips fire and bring the shoulders through. That creates torque, and that's that like whipping chain reaction effect that helps you get more velocity on your throws. So that's what that hip walk works on, but a lot of guys do it incorrectly. A lot of guys, so the rhythm of this drill is front foot, back foot, stride. That's the rhythm. So it's front, back, stride. Now, a lot of guys, when they do this, they go front, back, and the hips rotate on the stride. When your hips rotate on the stride, you can't delay your shoulders because all your weight is too early onto this front foot. You need to make sure that when you stride, you keep your weight back so your shoulders can actually go back, then your hips fire through. through. So there's like a delay there. And we're gonna show it full speed in a second, but it's front, back, stride, then the hips fire. And it's a little bit faster than that, but it's front, back, stride. The stride's gotta get down, this does not move, then the hips fire through. That's where a lot of guys go wrong on this drill, and that's why it's challenging for a lot of quarterbacks to do this drill when they first try it. So I'm gonna show you this full speed. Recommend doing this drill for about 4 sets of 10 yards, 40 yards total. Let's go over it full speed. So fellas, this is going to be another drill that's a little bit challenging for quarterbacks to work on their back foot placement and their throwing, getting them comfortable having their weight back. So many quarterbacks throw from this position where they have a lot of weight on their front foot, like they'll drop back, and it's almost like they have 60% of the weight on their front foot. And as we know, the problem with that, you guys, is that you can't rotate your shoulders. Your hip and your foot are outside your frame, so it's more of an arm throw, and you'll actually lose power. So this drill forces you to have to get that back foot underneath you because it's another single leg hop drill, but now we're actually throwing off of it, okay? So all you're gonna do, you're gonna start out facing this way. You need to target about 10 yards away from yourself, and we'll show this full speed. Recommend doing 15 reps of this drill, but it forces you to have to be in the right back leg position. So you're gonna start out like this with your toes pointed towards your target. You're gonna hop and turn. But again, if you hop and turn and your foot gets outside of your frame, you're not gonna be able to have any balance and your weight's gonna be too far forward. So you have to keep your foot underneath your frame. So you're gonna hop, turn, lightly set down your front foot. So now you're in that perfect base where you're nice and stacked, and then you're gonna throw. So if you wanna make this a little bit more advanced, you could try to jump a little bit further to work on that back leg stability and balance. But remember, 15 throws of this drill, I'm gonna show you how it should look full speed. Now fellas, yet again, this is another drill to work on you guys getting your back leg underneath your frame. Obviously, we all know how important that is for quarterbacks when it comes to your mechanics, but this drill is more directly related to an actual drop back, because you're gonna take an actual, like the last 2 steps of a 3-step drop, like a rhythm 3, like let's say I'm throwing a timing 10-yard out where I just gotta go 1, 2, 3 to land and throw, and I gotta get weight to my back leg so my mechanics can be on point. So you're gonna do the last 2 steps of a 3-step drop, but you're gonna balance on 1 foot. So it automatically puts that back foot where it needs to be when we take a normal drop to get us to that stack position. So all you're doing, 15 reps of this drill as well, you're just gonna go left, right, and balance. Set this down lightly, heel should not touch the ground, and then you're gonna throw. And it should put your back foot exactly where it needs to be. QBs struggle with this because they're very forward. Their body likes to lean forward when they throw. So they'll do one of these, left, right, and they struggle to get to this back leg. Make sure that you're in that stack position when you land on 1 foot. Head, knee, and foot are balanced. Set this down lightly, step, and then throw. So we're gonna show you how this should look, full speed.